What's up guys, it's Jughead, just a down-to-earth guy trying to bring you all some down-to-earth content here to continue my Let's Watch Hunter x Hunter series. I know it's been a while. Life for me, I've found, never ceases to be unpredictable and all over the place, but I want to make this work as best as it can when it can. I'm very passionate about this, so here I am. I have 10 episodes under my belt officially. We're in a new bracket here. Believe it or not, I have not watched a single episode outside of this channel in this Let's Watch series. Fortunately, I have a photographic memory and like a perfect memory, flawless memory, so I can still picture pretty much perfectly clear all previous 10 episodes and recall the plot and almost all of what has happened. So it won't prove too difficult for me to pick up where I left off, but even if I do, you know me, I have my trusty notebook with me where I write down all of my thoughts and talking points for each episode, for my in-depth discussions after each episode that I love to do. I just want to get right into this. I'm sure you do too. That's why you're here, if you are here. So I'll just shut up now, so it's less editing for me and more time watching for the both of us. Okay, episode 11, Trouble with the Gamble. God, I missed this so much. Oh my god, I missed this. Oh, I missed being a weeb, or at least growing into one. I already know I'm gonna grow into one. Ooh, I remember her. Oh, this is the recap of the last episode. What are we betting on next? The whole betting aspect of the last episode was such a mind maze and such a mind fuck, I remember. You had to think so hard, because you didn't know what to expect. Forget how many episodes this deathmatch has been going on for forever. Like 4 episodes? But they only need 1 win. They're gonna be intense. Oh shit. Wow! Wait, is that where it comes from? 12-year sentence, convicted of illegal gambling, blah blah. I didn't read the whole thing. I dig the pink hair. Girls that can work colored hair are a different breed. We're about that. Especially attracted to the silverish purple hair. Very few can make that work. When they do, chef's kiss. Matching eye color though, don't be putting in colored contact. Okay. This guy's a coomer. Damn. Hey, same. That's how you play the game. That dirty old man. Dirty bastard. Oh, this is so almost incelish. But hey, more props. You brought it up. Score! Oh, dude, what the hell? You don't have to be doing the... Oh man, Leorio is such a relatable guy, you know? I love him. A mistake I do not regret. Oh my god. I love this. Taking advantage of the horniness. Hey, this guy's not dumb. He doesn't have what it takes to gamble. I hate this guy, but he's smart. Yeah, why would you... The approach to gambling doesn't frighten me at all. She plays cute on the outside. Ruthless on the inside. The fact she'd be looking this pretty in prison? Damn. Only 10 hours left. Yeah, what's he gonna do now? He's gonna go to tie, and then something's cool's gonna happen. Come on, what are you gonna do? What? Dude. Ooh. Ooh. That's... Ooh, this is good. Dude. Come on. This... Why would you wager something completely random? I have to be quite confident in my rock, paper, scissors skill. Okay. Damn, confident as hell. Was she... Did she go to prison for gambling on rock, paper, scissors? I love this inner monologue cutscene stuff, the art and everything to it. Never gets old. She looking like a bad bitch. I'm gonna expect she's that confident. I dig it. I'm all about it. For a Pico, always the voice of reason. Ooh, I'm an economics guy. I love the probabilities. 1/3 chance of losing. Your opponent can predict reasoning. Probability changes. Yes, simple-minded Leorio is absolutely screwed. This will be fun. Uh-oh. Oh, great. I would be so intimidated in front of a person that's in prison for gambling and we're gambling. I would take the L. I love his faces. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. The mental games here. It. What isn't a mind game? Oh, she's playing you for the long game. They're gonna make you hate your life. Oh shit, they're gonna keep drawing. Ooh, rough. Damn. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. That laugh. Women never fail to be getting in men's heads. Shit. I feel like Kurapika is either really overthinking this or a genius. She uses paper, she's certain not to lose. Yeah, because he's gonna choose rock again. Ooh, now we're getting big brain. We're going 5-head. Never mind, he's going 3-head. Go random, he's just going random. Motherfucker, man. Good job. Nice. Rock, paper, scissors is really complicated, apparently. Now we're at the tie, because it wouldn't be interesting if it wasn't at a tie. You have to give up the 50 hours lost. Who's going up? Kurapika already went. Gon already went. He purposely lost. Did Killua go? My memory not as good as I remember it being? Or do I remember Killua's gonna go last and I love Killua the most because he's the most badass? And I want it to end on him being a badass. Oh, we got the low voice guy now. We love these types of characters. Oh, we love these guys. Blonde mustache too? Shit. Blonde blue eyes? Okay, we're going serious here. There's just something about when the character is in that low voice, cockiness, when he just says, "My opponent will die." There's just something about that just gives you goosebumps. Yes, Killua, let's go. Let's go. I love Killua. I don't care if I'm saying his name wrong. Surrender? Shit. Shit. Hunter Exam has no mercy, guys. If he dies, that's his fate, but he's not going to. Because everybody underestimates this little kid. But this guy's a fucking assassin. And this guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. So we're gonna go to an actual death match. This guy is probably intimidating as fuck. Damn, this guy's big. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Dude, don't. Oh! Damn, Blondie's tough. Dude, what the hell? Oh, I'm so looking forward to Killua busting this guy's ass open. What's he look like? Ah, lumberjack. Oh shit. How's he know him? Why not? 968 year sentence? The worst mass murder in Zaban's history? Damn. 146 people. The fuck? Okay, they had all one thing in common. Committed murder with his bare hands. God damn. Iron grip. Well, yeah, he just fucking tore through a brick wall. I've missed the... Okay. You don't want to hear that. Ever. Dude. Killua, just go in there confident. He don't give a fuck. This why we love Killua. Hands in pockets. Hands in pockets, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. I want them all to see what we saw when he fucking killed those guys in that hallway. I want to see what happens here. This is what I was looking forward to. I'm all about this. Look at that smile. See that deep voice. This will be a one-sided massacre. I wish my voice sounded like that. My voice is deep, but it's not sexy deep like that. Look at them forearms. God damn. What the fuck? What the hell? What just happened? Did he rip his heart out? What? What? Dude. Is this some illusion? Or did this man really just rip his fucking heart out of his chest? And how'd he get it in a burlap sack so fast? Dude. I'm mind blown. Dude, he still had one hand in his fucking pocket. Holy shit. Wow, I was expecting it to be this big production. You must be itching for some action, since you didn't get to do anything. Want to play with me? Oh shit. Okay, now I don't want to hear that. Fuck that. Yeah, he just stepped through this guy's body and ripped his heart out of his chest. Dude. Oh yeah. I forgot Go knows. Yeah, I'd be so scared to have him back in the group. The fuck? I'd be playing up this guy. I'd be his best friend. Never get on his bad side. Dude. Now what? 50 hours ain't so bad. 2 days. Not bad. I'd be nervous as hell with him, though. So unsuspecting. Skateboard in hand, hands in pockets, shortest one of them all. Isn't he also the youngest? Or Gon and him are the same age? I forget that. My memory's failing me. But then he is an elite assassin. Ah, this guy. Ghetto Rocker? Okay. Did we not know his name before? Now we know his name? Ooh, Hisoka, my favorite. Who the hell cares? You're not fucking dead. Hey, nice pad. Not so bad. Fridge. Where's the toilet? Yeah, let's learn about that. Oh! Is this guy human? Dude. Guys, badass. Yeah, as long as he's on our side, we got nothing to worry about. You want to be best friends with this kid. Back to being the fun kid. While I just be on the couch like, dude, this guy just ripped out a guy's fucking heart 5 minutes ago. And now they want to play video games. Like, dude. I'd be the guy looking in the fridge. Nice. Wow. Okay, let's discuss. You know, I got my 5 pages of notes here, and I'm wearing a hat because, I don't know, my hair to me feels ugly, so I don't want people to look at my hair. I'm just going to wear a hat instead. Got my 5 pages of notes, and let me just start off by saying, man, am I happy to be watching this again after such a hiatus. And from the 10 episodes I've watched previously, I love that I had a jaw-dropping moment in this episode. I love the jaw-dropping moments of action or suspense or just like the event that takes place that just leaves my jaw dropped. I love that. And then also like the very thoughtful dialogue and the symbolism, the metaphors, everything like that. And it's never on opposite sides of the spectrum. You almost always get a little bit of both in each episode. I'm very happy to have gotten the very clear and apparent and jaw-dropping moment this episode. So we're just going to go through in my in-depth discussions of going over the plot of the episode, my thoughts on it. But yeah, like I said, this episode was just badass. Love that I got my jaw-dropping moment here. So from what I remember from the previous episode, it was Leorio's turn in his matchup against Leroute. And so Leorio's continuing his wager with Leroute. I don't know how you pronounce her name, if it's Leroute, Leroute, something. I'm just going to say Leroute. Probably way wrong, because I think I've pronounced every character's name wrong in this show so far, at least once. Aside from the fact that I still sometimes mistake Kurapika for a girl, even though that's very present in my mind whenever I bring him up and make sure I refer to him as a boy. So Leorio in the beginning was very clever in his first wagers with her. Like, he was going 200 IQ, like we thought he was going to win, because the first one was him, what was it? It was him betting against Leroute that Mashtani was dead or not. And he proved that he wasn't dead by checking his pulse. So he lost that, but on purpose, because if he was dead, then Kurapika would have gotten the points, would have gotten the win, I think. But since he wasn't dead, they at least get hours back, or they only get a penalty. I don't remember what, but he did it on purpose. It was a cool mind trick where it was not like it wasn't a win-win, it wasn't a lose-lose, but it was like just taking the worse of the two options or something. But it wasn't as bad. But then the trick before then he bet if he's truly unconscious or not, and the way he did that was by just hanging him over the ledge If he was unconscious, he would have just died. If he wasn't unconscious and he was faking it, obviously he would have woken up because he doesn't want to fucking fall to his death. This time around, though, after Leroute opens up her hood and you see this beautiful young girl just standing in front of him, he just completely failed. Leroute may look like this young, innocent, pretty girl. The flowing magenta hair and the pigtails matching her eye color. Got this cheerful facade with the giggles and everything. But she's a woman, so she's a master manipulator. Perfect poker face. Just read Leorio like a coloring book. What can you expect for what she's in prison for? She knows this man's thirsty as hell. Again, she's in prison for gambling, and you're betting against each other. You ain't winning against Leroute. You're not winning against a criminal gambler. Why she's in prison is gambling and you're betting against her? Dude, just call it quits now. Like, but not, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. But she decides, hey, let's play the easy route on this thirsty ass man, and I'm going to bet against my own gender, which she knows her own gender, and she clearly looks like a female. But as all the others expected that are just watching on the sidelines, Leorio's only a man. We're very simple creatures. The horniness takes over, and so he bets that she is a male. And you may ask, why would he say something stupid? No, this is a win-win situation. 5-head, 200 IQ plays, big brain, because even though he's going to lose, and he even knows that, even though if he does win, he wins. If he loses, he loses. But either way, he gets to feel her up, because she said to prove that she's a boy or a girl, you can examine her entire body, as she very suggestively says. And hey, all more props to Leorio. Get that dub. Do what you got to do, you know? Leroute was about that, you know? She knew the vibe. She passed the vibe check. She don't care. She just wants that W, and she's gonna, hey, if you gotta feel up on some ass, some breastises, she's just helping a man out. Respect a queen. And she got the dub. He got, one could say, his nut. So after that, we all know this guy's donezo. He's over with. She got him hook, line, and sinker. He's just her play toy now. Like, dude, you're just not in the mindset to be beating a gambler, criminal gambler right now. Because the next move is just completely stupid. Leorio, being the dumbass that he is, for some reason wagers a game of rock, paper, scissors. Why would you do that? I wouldn't play rock, paper, scissors for $10 million. If it was either $10 million or a year in jail, I am not playing that game because it's rock, paper, scissors. There's no skill in that involved. Besides maybe the psychological mind games of trying to predict what your opponent is going to play, there's no skill to that. Yeah, you only have a 1/3 chance of losing, but I don't know. The stakes of I'm either gonna end up 1 year in jail or $10 million, I don't know. Especially up against a girl who can practically read my mind and has me hook, line, and sinker after letting me feel her up and get the second base on her. I'm not in the right mind space. Let me just call it quits now. My day's already made. I'm not losing here. So he had the perfect opportunity that Gon tried to help him with. Perfect opportunity with greater odds of having her bet whether or not he is a teenager or not, because that's been like the running meme for the past 10 episodes, technically 11 now, of how old he is, because he's a teenager, but everybody thinks he's like this this 30-year-old man, the way he dresses and acts and looks and everything. So even Leroute was completely thrown off by that. Why wouldn't you go with that? Instead, no, we're gonna go with rock, paper, scissors. Okay. The math and the timing on the whole, like how much time you have left and the penalties and the betting still confuses me. And to try and keep track of everything But I think they put an 80-hour bet on the game. Don't know how that exactly works with the losing and the winning and shit. I just went along with the episode and hoped that they were going to explain it, which they did. Leroute already knows she has Leorio on a string. She has him beat easy. Now she's just gonna play games now. Excuse me for that. I ate before doing this discussion, and you just burp up a little. Rock paper scissors is a mind game, and it's because you're more so trying to predict what your opponent is gonna play rather than what you yourself want to choose. And who is gonna be better at mind games, bluffing, predicting, poker face, and manipulating than the fucking criminal gambler that just got a free easy dub by letting you feel her up for like 10 seconds. Dude, like she's a pro. She says she can read minds. Like I said, she's just going to be playing with her food at this point, which is Leorio. Says that she can read minds, and if not literally, obviously, but you never know because there's obviously some supernatural shit going on in this show. Maybe people can actually read minds. But if not literally, she probably is pretty damn good at it, reading people's faces, eyes, behavior, to tell what Leorio is going to choose, how he's feeling, which is going to predict what he's going to choose. Which gets him, and she's saying this out loud, so this gets him riled up. Leorio's the most emotional and can get the most easily emotionally compromised out of the group. So this just gets him more mad and paranoid because his ego is at stake or something here, or his pride or whatever, or the chance of him losing. He just wants to win really bad. He wants to be the one to make them win. And this just gives her the psychological advantage because, as Kurapika says from the sidelines, nervous people won't open up as much. So Leorio won't open his hand for paper, but he's going to keep a nervous, angry fist, and that's going to be a rock. And so Leroute is just going to make paper, and she's going to win instantly. And that is exactly what she does. Leorio predictably loses, so they get a 50-hour penalty, which again confuses me because of the 80-hour thing before and the 50-hour thing now. But I didn't really bother to really know what was going on because it doesn't seem that as apparent what was going on with the timing thing. I just let that shit get explained by itself. And the series gets tied 2-2. So now we're at match point. And as suspected, like I was hoping, my boy Killua, my favorite, now that we know that he's a badass, he has to save the day, which I love to see. We already know from the previous episodes of him in the hallway with those two guys, we already know Killua is an assassin and a badass motherfucker. Nobody but Gon out of the group and everybody in there as well knows what he's capable of and who he is. So I love when that stuff happens, like in shows and movies where you get to see the revelation of all the other characters when they find out important information of other characters. I just love when that happens, especially with something like this. So it's only fitting that the last prisoner that Killua has to go up against his name is Johness, blonde, blue-eyed, like this guy is fucking Swedish or something, with his name being Johness, and fitting for Killua to go up against him, a mass murderer that Leorio recognizes for infamously killing well over 100 plus people with his bare hands. So naturally, everybody's just going to be thinking that Killua he's fucking toast. Like the clear dichotomy of a brute of a man wait, I forget, was Majtani taller than Jonas? I don't remember, but Majtani got fucked up, so. The dichotomy of a brute of a man who just tore through a brick wall with his hands and his fingers and pushed Majtani into the same brick wall when he tried to get up in his face with zero effort versus a skateboard kid walking to the platform with hands in his pockets, just chilled, cocky as ever, peak confidence. I wish I was that cool. So at that point, you're almost like, damn, he's about to put in some work. If your hands are in your pockets, slouched, just walking to the platform all chill, and you got somebody like Jonas in front of you, dude, man, everybody is preparing, like everybody's just preparing to watch a like 12-year-old kid die. And at like any moment. And you have Killua keeping it cool. Why I love him. I like that. Ooh, Killua keeping it cool. I like that alliteration. Very smooth. I like that. That was satisfying. But yeah, Killua keeping it cool. And even when he says, like, he's agreeing that, yes, whoever does lose will die, that was just a sick line. Coming from him too. Oh yeah, but like I was saying, Johness, what is there about like in anime or just any animation when you have the guy who's just like the monotone, deep voice, always says something impactful or profound or badass, or like if you said it, you'd sound like a dork, but for some reason, it just sounds rich. It just sounds smooth as hell. And it wouldn't sound the same if it was the English dubbed version. It has to be in Japanese and you're reading it in the sub and he has that natural deep voice. Like, how cool do you have to be the voice actor where like, yeah, we want you because you got that sexy Barry White voice and you're going to say these cool ass lines. Too bad your voice acting only lasted 5 minutes in this episode, but still, there's just something about that with the deep, as a heterosexual man, deep, sexy voice that I wish I had. But I digress. But before Johness can even make a single step forward, you see Killua like he's moving in slow motion, like that. The purple background behind him, like it goes in focus on him and the background's completely out of focus. It looks like he's traveling through time like he's fucking Flash Gordon. The speed, and then like he travels, he cuts out a frame, and then the time speed ramps back up to normal time, and you see Johness is still facing where Killua just was a moment ago, but you see Killua is standing behind him. So he like traveled through him or just traveled so fast that you didn't see his movement, and it was just like boom, like you were fucking Flash Gordon or whoever the mutant's name is from X-Men and stuff. So then you just see, and you're just like, what the hell just happened? Because you know Killua did some badass shit. You know he probably killed him. But so you see Johness clinging to his chest where there's just a bloody hole, and Killua turns around to show him holding Johness's fucking heart in his goddamn palm of his goddamn hand, just beating slower and slower in this bag, which I commented about originally, but I realize now is probably a piece of Johness's shirt that was wrapped in his heart, because you guys told me before, I forget what like episodes it was, where like they cut out some of the violence or toned down the violence at least. You guys told me in comments before they censor a bit for the show coming from the manga source material. Like the manga, you don't have to worry about the violence or the depictions or the animations you're going to use. But this is probably presented, the show is presented on a kids' TV channel. There's obviously some censorship in Japanese law, and then carrying it over to if you want to broadcast on television, you probably don't want to show Killua actually holding a bloody heart in his hand. So how are we going to work that around? We're just going to cover it in his shirt. That's what I'm guessing. But that was just badass. That was my jaw-dropping moment. That was just badass. Because that was like that, and that was like the quickest W ever. Like it was 2-2 5 minutes ago, and now it's 3-2. Game over. Nobody wants to fuck with this kid anymore. You got to see Killua in action again, more in depth, and now everybody knows Killua ain't nothing to fuck with. The whole group now knows his capabilities and stuff. And it's cool because now like it rounds out the group. Everybody knows each other's strengths now. You've already seen Gon. You've already seen Kurapika. You've already seen Leorio. Tonpa, fuck him. But everybody already knows what they're capable of. Only Gon knew who Killua was. So he ain't just this useless kid to look after now. You got a fucking assassin who's got your back as a friend. Can you imagine that? And they look like this too. I'd be so confident, yet so scared at the same time to have this kid next to me on my team. Like, I'm simping for this guy. I'm playing him up. I'm his hype man, giving him premium octane gas at all times, never getting on his bad side. Because I want him, I want I want him to have my back, and I'll have his back. Don't want to get on his bad side or make him upset because he can rip people's hearts out. Um, but yeah, I'd be so confident and so scared at the same time to have him in my posse. So like now you officially got the power squad. It's going to be so much more entertaining to watch now because you got Killua, the savage assassin, who can also body morph like you saw with his claws and everything. So is he even human? I don't even know what the fuck he is. Kurapika, the Scarlet Eye having ass Kurta clan lone survivor and the wise one of the group. Gon with his almost supernatural abilities and his like knowledge of nature and the world, and Leorio, you could say like I don't know I don't want to be like the most ambitious one. He's the doctor, the smartest. He isn't. I think he's also the oldest, the smartest. You kind of see him as the leader almost. Even though it's kind of everybody's on an even playing field. I don't really know where to classify Leorio because obviously in terms of abilities and like physicality, he's the weakest because how are you gonna you're carrying a briefcase and you still wear a tie and you don't really have any superpowers, whereas Gon is like almost supernatural in speed and strength and agility. Kurapika is the literal lone survivor of the Kurta clan that everybody knows about and is on a war path to get the Phantom Troop off this fucking planet's existence. Then you got Killua, who is a master family of assassins. Like, who are you? Like, you're the doctor. So you're technically the weakest, but maybe you guys just have to tell me, be patient. Literally, it's only 11 episodes in. Maybe he'll flesh out more. Maybe we'll see his true potential later on. Obviously, I don't know why I'm saying maybe. I'm going to guess so. Obviously, because you got to build up the character more. He's got to get more character development in there. Or maybe he's more useful outside the realm of physicality and what you can physically do, because you already got three guys. Maybe you need the mind guy. Maybe he fits some other role. Maybe he is the leader. I don't know. I'm only 11 episodes in. Get off my back. But so the episode ends. They have to wait 50 hours in this just chill pad for some reason. I don't really understand. Obviously, in the next episode, we're gonna see, or I'm gonna see, what that entails. And I almost forgot about my boy Hisoka. Can't decide if Hisoka is my favorite or Killua is my favorite. I'm trying to decide because we saw Hisoka at the end. Hisoka finished first, and he's just chilling, waiting. I don't even know if he's passed the finish line yet or not. I don't think he did. I don't know. Maybe he did. But then you get a rocker. I didn't know what his name was before. Maybe they said it before, but I didn't know. The clown-looking guy. He kind of looks like he's in the same outfit, kind of, as Hisoka, and I think they're on the same team, but I didn't know his name was Rocker, so I now know his name. He finished second, and then Hanzo finished third. Hanzo is the ninja, I think, or the martial artist expert, so we got those three guys. Good to see that they survived. I can't imagine what they had to do on their own, because at least our God Squad competed together, whereas those people had to compete alone. I'd be shitting my pants all the way through. So congrats to those guys for finishing first, second, and third. Now we have to see for 50 hours, what they have to do. But like I was saying, can't decide if Hisoka or Killua is my favorite. I try to think of, because obviously I have tattoos, and I'm going to fill this arm up with color, and then this side will be black and white. I want, like, if I was going to get a tattoo that I just think is cool, I was going to get a Hunter x Hunter tattoo. Like, people get anime tattoos all the time. I'm in Chicago, and I follow some tattoo artists on Instagram that are like amazingly like fine line tattoo artists that like primarily tattoo anime style art. And I was just thinking, if I was going to get a Hunter x Hunter tattoo, am I going to get a Hisoka tattoo or Killua tattoo? And I feel like whichever one I would rather get would rightfully be my favorite character in this show. But that's yet to be decided. I feel like that's going to take a few more episodes to truly decide. But like I said, I'm so glad to be doing this again, trying to get back up on the grind, or at least develop some form of consistency, because I know the most important aspect of any successful channel, or channel that people want to tune into, or respectable channel, is one that has consistency. I'm trying to develop that. I don't know, just weird how life just continues to be like unpredictable event, setback, more priorities, can't be doing this, but now it's like epidemic, and now I have all this free time, but I technically don't have all this free time. I just graduated, trying to find a job, trying to do all this other stuff, but this is a passion or a side project of just trying to like, I've never described how I want this channel to be or what I look at this channel. Maybe I will sometime, but just in my mind of what I want this to be and how much I want to push for that makes it so I just really want to set this in now. But yeah, maybe someday I'll try and explain why I made this channel or why I really want to do this. But yeah, that's the discussion for this episode. I want to, hopefully you're going to see me in the same outfit for the next few episodes, because I'm going to try and record as much as possible. And maybe I'm going to start a new series. I know I got the Rick and Morty going right now that I only did one episode on before my hiatus. Picking this up again. Maybe I'm going to do another show, but let me handle what I can on my plate right now. So yeah, this is where I'm going to leave off the discussion on this episode, and we're just going to jump right into the next one. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, leaving a like to let me know is awesome. And if you want to stay in the loop on all of my future uploads, please press the subscribe button to stay in the loop. And last but not least, keep the conversation going down in the comments section below so I can connect to you as my audience some more. Whatever you want to ask, share, just simply talk about. I want to talk to you. That's the most important aspect of this community for me. So be sure to do that and follow me on my social medias if you want to see a more personal side. Having said that, and with that said, so long, farewell, until next time, this is Jughead. Thank you, and have a good one.